Good morning, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I kind of missed this, and I should keep up with it, but this was on Facebook yesterday. But this man is a legend. I mean, I've watched him since I was a kid, and I remember one of my brothers used to have the 018 van. We were coming up. This is one Mr. T. Now, he was born Lawrence Tureaud in May the 21st of 1952 in Chicago, Illinois. He was the youngest of 12 children. Now, growing up, Lawrence was very strong-minded and just tough kid. He played football, he wrestled, he did other sports, he boxed, and then he went to college for a while, joined the military and got out and became a bouncer, a very popular bouncer around Chicago area. And also he later became a bodyguard. He worked with people like Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Steve McQueen, Muhammad Ali, and also he competed in tough man competitions. But around the 80s, he met a gentleman by the name of Terry Bollea, and they became good friends and often worked together, even wrestled together. I remember one time there was a little thing where him and Roddy Piper had a little, boxing match, and Bob Orton came out and they jumped him. You know, he's done, and then one of the things that really came to fame was in 1982 he starred in one of the greatest movies around, Rocky 3, where he played the character Copper Lane. You remember Copper Lane said, what you gonna say about Mr. Balboa? Rocky Balboa, Copper? Pain. I mean, and, or the part where he said, hey woman. I mean, he was just wild. He was a great character. And then a few years later, he did the one of the most greatest TV shows ever, the A Team, which starred George Papard, and the other two guys. God, I forgot their names. Dwight Schultz and Dirk Benedict. You remember he was on the series Battlestar Galactica before the A Team, and he did some other shows after that. And then I remember as a kid, he used to the old Mr. T animated cartoon series. We used to love to watch that on Saturday morning. And there was a Mr. T cereals. We couldn't afford the Mr. T cereals. They were kind of expensive. You know, even you have food stamps, they were still kind of expensive. We lived on a budget. Anyway, like I said, he was a man of many talents, being he was a bouncer, a bodyguard, a wrestler, a boxer. I mean, he was it's an amazing person. I mean, everybody talked about his style, his look, the mohawk and the gold jewelry. I mean, I know he put a lot of weight on his neck back then. I mean, and it was just, he was just really something kids looked up to. He was like this walking, living superhero. And every time you do interview, people say, call him T, but no, it's Mr. T, because he's very, very much about respect. But also, he was very cool because I think if you ever saw the movie, the stand-up special called Delirious with Eddie Murphy, we talked about Mr. T. And you think those two weren't cool. I remember even those episode of when Eddie was on Saturday Night Live and Mr. T was on there, and he like was I think was his neighbor. He busted the door, was choking Eddie, and they were good friends too. Him and Eddie Murphy. And he was very he did quite a few other movies such as DC Cab. That was a very if you remember that was like I think that was a year after Rocky 3. And then also he was in the movie he played the voice of the father in the movie it's was it Raining with a Chance of Meatballs. And he did a lot of stuff over time. He was on episodes of Different Strokes, Silver Spoons. I mean, everybody remember that picture of him having Nancy Reagan, the wife of Ronald Reagan, sit in his lap and kiss him. That was for like a Christmas photo. I mean, he was just an amazing person. I mean, and I can't believe that he's 68 years old and he looks better than some guys my age. I mean, I should be ashamed. I should do a little better, but he takes care of himself. But like I said, he's always gonna be a legend. Just a man of, just a jack of all trades. And I think as a kid, I always wanted to be like Mr. T. I wanted to pity the fool. I remember even that rap he put out, years ago. But he is a legend, and it's just, it's good that he's still around, And I think some of you kids out there, some of you young whippersnappers, you pity fools, fools I pity. Y'all should like do yourself a favor. Google Mr. T. Look, watch him as TV, watch the 18, watch some movies. Just he's just like I said, a living legend. You know, this is man George Page. Like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.